What is up there, SEO pros? Today we're doing Q&As. Lots of questions on here that I haven't answered, and I need to answer them. So that's what we're about to do. Just a quick update on some of the things I've been working on. I'm coming out with a new post for WordPress SEO tips, and I have high expectations for this article. Basically, I'm going to go through the different things that you're probably going to want to focus on when SEOing a WordPress site, and I can give you guys a quick preview on the article if you want to see it. Another update is that the Patreon page I made completely failed, which is fine. I don't even know my password. I think that might be it. And well, it didn't completely fail. I got one person who donated, which is cool. So shout out to Ashley. Anyways, here is the post I'll show you before we do the Q&As. And by the way, if you haven't seen any of the other posts I've made, I've been writing a lot of content lately, and it's been helping. I've been getting a good amount of stuff ranking lately. I'm starting to rank #1 for White Hat SEO techniques, 2017, White Hat SEO 2017, SEO techniques. And I did an article on Black Hat SEO too, if you guys are interested on that. Not that I do it, but I do know a little bit about it. So yeah, this is the article preview. You can see I'm going through how to set up schema correctly and all that stuff, and the OG data. So that's to come. Also, if you guys are joining now, so yeah, I will be posting a link sometime in this video to the Hangout. If any of you guys want to join and ask any questions or just talk to me, that kind of thing. So let's go straight to Facebook first. I'm going to disable this just in case Oscar starts sending me memes. All right. Cool. So we got Pat asking, he said, my client site is ranked #4 behind 2 Yelp pages and a competitor that, that has no actual website but a Facebook page. The competitor also ranks #1. I'm #2 for MapPack, and he has the right sidebar displaying his business, has no Google reviews either. Just finished all on-site SEO fixes about 2 weeks ago with my client. I was thinking this on the site would do it. I was thinking the on-site would do it as my client has 25 reviews and all 5 stars. How do you surpass a Facebook page when the DA is basically 100? The page itself has a PA of 47. Okay, so basically this Pat's wondering, he's saying that his client's ranked #4 behind 2 Yelp pages and a Facebook page. The competitor also ranks #1 and #2. So the reviews, I don't think have anything to do with organic. You can, of course, list them on your site, but I think what we're talking about here is organically they're ranking. You also say here in the map pack that they're ranking, but for the 2 Yelp pages and the Facebook page, Yelp seems to be pretty hard to outrank. I was doing this as well with the iPhone repair site, and I think it's still not outranking Yelp. Yeah, so you'll see they're both ranking Yelp, 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 and there I am. And then there's the second best competitor. So in terms of trying to outrank that stuff, basically it takes a lot of work. And if I were you, I would just try to focus mainly on your main KPI, which would probably be the map, and focus as much as you can on doing local SEO for the map, which includes a lot of on-page citation building, making sure your NAP is consistent, that sort of thing. If you're interested on actually an article I made, which pretty much applies to anything you'd be doing on local SEO, this is just a template I used for iPhone repair. This will probably help you rank in the map pack a little bit higher. So I'm just going to put this in here and say, I would try to use this template, but for whatever niche you're going for. Instead of iPhone repair. All right. Trevor says SEO tip sheet versus website SEO report. Which one captures more emails? And somebody left a comment Clint left a pretty good comment that there's a lot of people doing these SEO reports online in exchange for an email. And I think it's a little bit overdone, like he was saying. I would much rather, in my opinion, if I was trying to get something online, like if I was to opt into something, it would be something hyper relevant to what I was looking for with some sort of download, like, download the SEO cheat sheet sort of thing, like Trevor's talking about. So I'm going to say I would opt in. I would try to use content to leverage what people, content to rank for what people are looking for and provide some sort of upgrade for that content which they can download. It seems to work pretty well. All right, let's see what we got going on in here. We got Sweet Spot. What's up? Luis says hi from Venezuela. What's up? Morgan says hi, Chase. What's up, man? Best way to structure business with multiple locations. I have locations and navigation bar at the top of homepage. Many thanks. So I would try to create separate location silos. I actually talk about this in this article. So like you can see if you're targeting just one city, you would set up your URL path like this. It would be domain.com/services/name of service. But of course, if you have multiple areas, then you would do something along the lines of domain.com/city-services and then name of service, if that makes sense. Hi, Chase, what is your best client getting method for getting clients that pay up to 20K per month, your YouTube videos? So I don't make 20K from any one client. I think the most I make right now is 2,500 off of one client. So I can't help you there, but in terms of how I get clients, I actually created an entire SEO course for this. It's not really like one answer. There's a lot that goes into it. I do get a good amount of clients from my YouTube channel, but I get clients in other ways as well. And I don't necessarily need the YouTube channel to get clients at this point because of the different things I set up for myself. So if you're interested in checking out the course, it's on my website and it's under the tab SEO course. All right, let's go back to Facebook. Timothy says, so I've been checking out Chase Reiner's site audits and have been learning a lot from them. One of the things that is highlighted in these audits is that it's recommended to use link silos on the homepage and also fill in the homepage with enough text, at least 100 words. I get that it's a way to spread link juice, but how much influence does it actually have on rankings? Hold on, let's just address that. I get that it's a way to spread link juice, but how much influence does it have on rankings? Has anyone seen their rankings go up from implementing these changes? I have a website where I'd rather not make these changes because I think it wouldn't look attractive. It's also not the purpose of the homepage. It's really important to have a significant effect on this. If it's really important and has a significant effect on SEO, I will have to figure out a way to implement it. So yeah, I mean, the thing is like when Google crawls your website, what it does is it goes and reads all the links on that page. So when you're linking to other pages from your home page contextually, so like for instance, say this was the home page and you're linking to like the iPhone repair company, then you're going to be passing value to that page and show Google that, look, this is an important page, especially since it's being linked to from the home page. So if you can't find a way to, internal link from your pages or from your home page, it's not necessarily like the end of the world, but it is something that's going to help. And I don't have an exact metric for how much it's going to help, but I've personally done like 2 or 3 hour videos of me doing link silos, and it pretty much brought people to the first page. So I would try to do link silos if you can. So I'm just going to do a short answer. I would try to do link silos if you can. Ideally, Google will read your site and see what, crawl. I can see what pages the page it's crawling is linking to. This helps determine relevance for those pages and, well, I guess for Google, whatever, for those pages, and usually helps them rank higher. All right, let's go back over here. No comments, so let's go back over here. All right. Hi, guys. I'm trying to create pages for all localities, suburbs I work in. Is there a problem with having the same content on all these pages? Oh, yeah, we already covered this in the other one. Sorry. How long does Moz Local take to update? Like, how often do they scrape the sites they list? I think they take around up to 3 months. Sometimes it's faster. I'm struggling with tracking my content. Oh, I think did we skip this? Hold on. I'm struggling with tracking my contact forms. I use contact form 7. Oh yeah, this is something we talked about before. The problem with the Facebook group is you get these posts ordered by algorithm, not by date. So this was a while back. You can see it's back in July 20th. Let's see. Phil says, hey Chase, I'm partway through your video training so far and really enjoying it. Can I get some quick advice on a client site? I'm creating a photography gallery site for a client. There's an early mock-up here. Let's check it out. All right. The client is going to have up to 30 image collections over time, 8 to start with. As you'll see from the mock-up, the menu collections are currently accessed from the collections menu. An associate of the client has asked that the site is set up with proper SEO styling for each collection. I'm new to styling. I get the general idea and have a few more videos to catch up on. Can I get some quick advice on how to best link the collections on the home page to their individual silos? Hold on. Can I get some quick advice on how to best link the collections on the home page to their individual silos? Does having the silo links in the collections menu suffice, or do we really need to have another list of links to the collections in the page content? Can we create a grid of links to the individual collection silos with a link thumbnail and text like link and small description similar to what we're looking to do on each collection page to access individual pages? And then this is the example. So I guess it's just image links. Also, I see general advice is to remove other non-silo links, about, contact, etc. from the main page navigation and place in the footer with no follow tags. I don't know about that. How can we provide access to the blog / John Miller menu content while keeping the silo focus on collections? I'm a bit of a loss on how to best structure the navigation. Any advice would be appreciated. Thanks in advance, Phil. Okay, so for the link silos, I don't know if they need to be like that specific. I mean, from the home. So here's the thing: is with the links, you're going to be wanting to link to other relevant pages, right? You're not. Okay, so there's some things that we need to cover. So the first thing is, like, you don't want to have, like, okay, so for this one page right here, we don't really necessarily want to use this for siloing because, one, the image links, I believe, dilute the value of contextual links, which are based on text. The other thing is that every single link you have, you lose more value for the next link, and then the previous one. So that being said, in terms of what should you link to from your home page, and should you link to the collections or whatnot, I would try to link to the most valuable pages on your website that you're trying to rank from your home page. And I would try to do that in a way that, you know, makes sense. So generally I say like 2 to 3 internal links per 1,000 words. For the homepage, you can do more links, of course, but like I said, as you do more links, it seems to dilute the value of the next link. So I'm just going to say, hey, Phil, I would try to point your links to the most important pages, most important and relevant pages, relevant pages. Oh God, I just screwed that up. There we go. Relevant pages on that's associated, well, I guess on your site. Generally, I also would not disavow links going to about or contact pages. And generally, if those pages are in your menu, you shouldn't need to link them in your footer. For all your other pages that you want to do internal linking from, I'd recommend following the same procedure as the home page. If you think about it from a user experience or a usability standpoint, visitors are going to want to see your most relevant pages from the page they landed on. Hope that helps. Oh, also last thing, using image links generally aren't well, from what I know, I'm going to say from what I know, using image links generally aren't as powerful as contextual linking. And if you're adding more than 2 to 3 internal links per 1,000 words, I believe it starts, your links start to devalue each other. Hope that helps. All right, let's see what we got going on in here. Oh my gosh. Lisa says, hi, I'm not sure if you answered my question yesterday or not. I fell asleep. It was really late here. So is your course only about how to get customers, or is it about learning SEO too? So it's for how to get SEO clients and how to set up your value ladders and how to sell to people. But it can be pretty much used for any somewhat of any internet marketing service you're probably going to want to offer to someone. It's sort of the same deal, but I just go and I show how to set up all the stuff I do on video and how to create value ladders and ClickFunnels pages and all that stuff to convert your customers and how to sell to them and how to find customers and build authority and that sort of thing. If you're looking for SEO tutorials, I have about 400 on my YouTube channel. So if I'm missing any videos, let me know. Also, if anybody wants to donate to the Patreon page, anybody who donates $100, I will create a custom tutorial for you on my channel. So you tell me what you want to learn about, and I'll create a tutorial for it. So if I'm missing any information, just let me know, and I will do that. Okay. Marvin says, okay, I was thinking, is there no way I could do YouTube like you anyway? Oh, there is no way. You are very charismatic. You got that on lock and have perfected that. Thanks, Marvin. Honestly, when I first started doing YouTube videos, I was really, really awkward, and I had a really hard time talking. Now I think it's changed a little bit. I still have some moments. Actually, there was one time when I started doing these SEO talks where I was talking to an audience about, it was like 6 or 7 people, but I completely froze. I think it was in the middle of an interview or something, and I couldn't talk. I literally could not talk because I had froze up. and I had to end the stream. It was the most awkward moment of my life. So it definitely takes practice, and if you do want to do this kind of thing, it's really just about going on and practicing it. Eventually you'll be able to start talking better on camera. The thing is like when you first start this stuff, it feels like you're talking to a computer, but as you continue doing videos and whatnot, you'll realize that you're actually talking to people more, and it feels more natural. Chris says, big fan, Chase. I run a small SEO business, but cannot answer the phone during the day as I work a full-time job and cannot do SEO full-time yet. Is there a solution to this without looking amateur? So you can't answer the phone during the day as you work full-time job and cannot do SEO full-time yet. So Chris, are you looking to like leave your, like, what are you asking me? Are you trying to like make more money, or I mean, there's a lot of ways you can get out of the part-time job or the other job you're in. I was actually in that situation about 6 or 7 months ago. So yeah, if that's what you're asking, let me know. Morgan says, I know it varies like crazy, but in your experience, how long does it take to get a new site domain to rank organically? So, I mean, it depends. If you're trying to rank for like something extremely long tail, like, I don't know, best shirts for 2018 with the color blue in them, because nobody's even SEOing for 2018 yet, then you could probably rank it, assuming you're not in the sandbox, in a couple days, maybe even like a day. But yeah, it really depends on what you're trying to rank for, man. All right, Matt says, thanks for the answer to my question, Chase. For the guy asking about the links from the homepage, from the guy. On a couple sites I managed that was cosmetically impossible. I threw them in the footer. Bad idea. So when you're throwing stuff in the footer, what happens is, so there's two types of content I talk about. There's supplementary content. And actually, this is in Google's extremely boring new quality guidelines that came out like eight or 9 months ago. And basically they talk about supplementary content, which is something that shows up pretty much on every page, like your recent posts, your footer, that kind of thing. And then there's main content, which is like, you know, on the actual page. And this is going to be really unique content, right? Because it's not on any other page. When you're siloing from like automatic links like this, you're still going to be passing value, but it's not going to be as much value as if you were to be doing it from, sorry, I'm scrolling so fast, it's probably making you guys sick, from like content like right here in the actual main content. Also, if you're linking in the footer like this, it's completely fine. The problem is like people who link like every single page from the footer, which it looks like apparently I'm doing. I don't know what this is because I didn't even know this was a drop down. So that's something I'd probably want to fix. It's not necessary to link every page in your footer if it's already in your menu. Chris says, you do great videos with other amazing people like Josh Brzezinski. Did you ever, or do you ever have SEO industry people challenge your thinking and say bad things, or most people welcoming? So yeah, so I usually publish like the bad feedback I get in the group, in the SEO group, and everybody asks me like, why do I do that? If people are like putting me on blast, and it's because I want to show people like, hey, look, if you're going in this industry, like, you know, even like people who are doing decently well, I guess I would consider myself doing decent, and I still get tons and tons of like people telling me, you know, like, hey, look, the stuff you're teaching is BS, or you know, you don't know what you're talking about, that sort of thing. And I actually had a post in the Facebook group. What was it? Like a week ago, one of the top SEO auditors, site auditors in the world, put me on blast, telling me I didn't know what I was doing. So yeah, I get that kind of stuff all the time, but it just goes with the territory. BMW says new logo. All 6 of us remember. Yeah, so this is not, I don't even have a, oh, this thing right here. Yeah, I need to get that set up on my other stuff though, like on my site and whatnot. Oscar Salgado made that, by the way, if you guys need any help with graphic design. All right, man, I wish I could get a cool SEO or digital marketing job like you had. Any tips for getting an SEO job or a DM job? I'm AdWords certified and working analytics because I know they like that. So if any of you guys know my story, basically what happened, and if you want to see my story, I actually just made a blog post on how I went from getting fired at a sushi restaurant about 2 or 3 years ago to working at Radio Shack, to working at an IT company, and then all that sort of thing. But what happened is I actually outranked, I wound up after a while outranking everybody in my town for the keywords SEO. And that's how I got the job at the agency I worked at. Is they were #1, and that's why they hired me. So you could try to go down that route. I think it's something that can be replicated, but ideally you just want to start building authority around what you know, and people will definitely take you a lot more seriously, especially if you start using some of the review generation techniques I use. And I talk, and I'm not trying to like continually promote this course because it doesn't really matter to me if you guys buy it or not, but I talk about how to build all this stuff and how to build reviews and do pretty much everything that I do behind the scenes. All right, let's go back to the questions. Sorry, over here. What is this? You know you're in the wrong neighborhood if you see this. Why is Peter posting this in our SEO group? Okay, Jonathan says, homepage title, ? Or would I be confusing the shit out of the search engine, North Dakota SEO Web Design Internet Marketing Company? Is it too long? Should it be North Dakota SEO Web Design Internet Marketing Company? I'm going to say I would do click-through rate optimization with Search Console, or run a few AdWords campaigns and see what people are clicking, searching the most, and optimize your titles around that. Google loves to see sites that optimize for user intent. If you want to see a tutorial for CTR optimization through Search Console, here you go. I actually did a tutorial for Search Console on click-through rate optimization at some point. That's the nice thing about having all these videos, is I just have so many things I can plug whenever I'm like answering questions. CTR optimization, might have called it click-through rate. Ooh. I don't see it. I think it might have been in one of my daily SEO tips or something. By the way, if you guys haven't seen the daily SEO tips that I do, I got this playlist, which I haven't added to in a while. I need to, but I just go over quick tips you can start using that'll help you with your SEO and whatnot. Where the heck is it? Crawl rate optimization, review generation, content streamline. Maybe it's not in here. I'll just skip it. I think I have it somewhere. I just don't want to have to find it right now. All right. That was the hangout we did yesterday. By the way, like I said, I will be posting the link pretty soon here if any of you guys want to jump on. If you do want to jump on, press 1 and let me know in the comments so I can see who wants to join. All right, thanks for accepting me. Where can I get images for my personal SEO site? I don't want to use standard images. I would try Pixabay. I'm looking for a web host. No, that one I skipped yesterday. So we might want to start answering YouTube comments now. All right, yeah, I'm gonna go to the I'm going to go to the YouTube comments now. So let's go over there. Can we help each other in this group? Are we allowed as per group guidelines? Yeah, of course. Matt says, Chase, what's your theory for image titles, alt text, and descriptions? So technically the alt text is what Google reads and what blind people and use for their screen readers read. For the titles, you're supposed to use those for like what somebody would click through to on the image if they were to click on it. And the descriptions, like the captions, are supposed to be somewhat helpful as well for Google. But that's something that's kind of like, I don't know if you need to do that. The Webmaster E says, for local SEO, if I try to target adjacent towns next to my actual business, or sorry, next to my actual address, by using local specific information about that town, how much duplicate content can I get away with? So, I mean, as long as you're not copying and pasting the content and you're actually making it like unique, somewhat unique to that area, like you can somewhat repeat yourself on these pages and actually rank them fine. And you're not really getting away with anything because you're actually, you serve those other areas, right? You're going to be wanting people to find you so you can help them. Unsplash.com for images. Marvin says, is geotagging for Google My Business listings a waste of time? Yeah, so I think back in the day it used to work really well. Now I believe that they don't use the XF data in the Google images. So I don't think you need to do that. I don't think it's necessary anymore. I don't do it. I just change the file URLs. Surprised nobody pressed 1. Nobody wants to join this stream. Well, Nick pressed 1, but that was 14 hours ago. All right. Hoot says it's almost about $100, worth $100 to make. Sorry, hold on. It's almost worth $100 to make you do it to tutorial on building a PBN. Hold on. I said if I was knowledgeable. Oh well. All right. Philip says really great explanation and video on structured data helps me a lot. Thanks, man. You should check out the advanced tutorial I made here. Why does YouTube look so different? We got a couple ones, Jonathan and Rahul. All right, I might open the floodgate soon so you guys can come and join. Your spammers. Hey man, thanks a lot for the awesome content you give out. I'm a 15-year-old artist struggling with school because I spend my time learning about business, self-improvement, and creating my art. Currently learning how to promote myself better and how to make money online. You're helping a lot with your content. Thanks, Jeff. You should keep me posted in our SEO group on how you're doing. Give them the link. I don't know if I can link to the Facebook group from here. Mercedes says, how do I watch you live? I'm going to say I'm live now. Great video. Thank you for doing all of this online. Curious, did you or your team set up Instagram for this company, or do you just handle Google and SEO related things? I don't do Instagram anymore as I focus all of my efforts on SEO. Hey Chase, got any experience with Google's mobile messaging for local business? I just set this up for my agency. So yeah, this is pretty cool. This is pretty cool, man. I will be checking this out in the near future for my clients. Thanks for the heads up. By the way, if you guys don't know, you can actually set up text messaging now on your Google My Business. So if we go over here, you can see this guy's, oh, actually, sorry, we have to do it on a mobile device. But if you look at this from a mobile device, you can see right here, now you can text Bay Area Web Designer. which is pretty cool. Good opportunity to start doing stuff for clients. When you set up content marketing strategy for a client, how often do you typically have them post new content? Depends on the client and what the objectives are, if we're doing landing pages or blog posts, that sort of thing. But generally, at least 2 to 4 pieces of content per month. Marvin Turner says, what types of reports do you give your clients? Google Analytics reports or something like, so it's like a cross between SEO Profiler, Ahrefs, Search Console, and Analytics. Video is so important. I like it. Awesome. Thank you so much. Link building is very important for a website to do SEO. There are various types of SEO and freelancing. Oh no, they got me. Wow, Chase, I need to teach you. I need you to teach me the basic knowledge of SEO. Watch my videos. Another awesome video for you. I'm a complete beginner in SEO and want to learn more about it. Is the course suitable for complete beginners or is it too advanced? It's for all levels, for anyone looking to generate and close clients, as well as build authority and basically copy what I do. Every time I watch, hold on, I gotta destroy this one. Every time I watch this video, I learn more. I wish I had enough money to have you, Chase, mentor me. These videos really help, and I thank you for sharing your knowledge. My wife thinks I am weird watching your videos all day, but she doesn't understand the value I get from watching each video you share. That's pretty funny. Tell her I say hi. Excellent insights, Chase. I've been converting more of my clients to secure more opt-ins and controlled assets, e.g. email, Facebook group, etc., and needing to get back to the delegation, which was something I was good at for years, but let it slip a bit. Doing more content curation with more engagement tactics, like providing more text and on-page videos. Nice. Sounds like you've got a good game plan, Michael. All right. Chris just donated 10 bucks. Woo! Thanks, Chris. I don't have a $10 goal yet. I don't know what I can do for that. All right. Well, I'll give you a shout out in my next video anyways, Chris. I just need to take a note. All right. Hold on. Where'd we go? Where'd we go? Actually, Chris, answer any question you want, man. I'll answer it for you here. When you set up content, wait, hold on. Did I get this? Is that Brian Dean? No, that's not it. I mean, I already read that. What types of, no, I already read that. Hey, what's up, NBA highlight? What's up? Planning to travel the world. Yeah, I was actually going to make a post about my trip to Costa Rica, which is something I somewhat succeeded at, you know, going to Costa Rica and doing SEO, but at the same time, it was pretty insane. So I had to come back home. I was trying to travel the world for like a year and do SEO. I was thinking about writing an article about the struggle of trying to travel and do SEO. David Snell says, Chase, love all the info you're sharing. I was wondering if you have a video which goes into detail on how to submit your website to search engines. Thanks for your help. I don't think I made a tutorial on Search Console, but if you look it up on YouTube, you should find pretty quick tutorial on it. Nice tips. Thanks, man. Awesome video. I have one more question for you. I'm doing SEO work on a roofing company in Fort Worth, Texas. I've optimized several pages with a targeted keyword of Fort Worth roofing contractor, but after 2 weeks, I'm still not even ranking for that keyword. Of course, I don't expect to rank high by any means, but I'd at least like to expect to see a high number there. Right now I'm just seeing null, nothing. Is that because I'm not on Google's map yet under this keyword? Sounds like you are sandboxed. I would try to follow this guide here, but replace your business with instead of iPhone repair. Bought any Fiverr links? No, absolutely not. All right, let's go into here. Whoa, we got another, what? I owe you 10 times this in knowledge gain, but it's a start. Hopefully next donation is buying your course next month. Thanks, Matt. Wow, you guys are sick. This is the most donations I've ever got in one stream. Actually, one time somebody donated 50 bucks, but that does not devalue how awesome you guys are. All right, let's go back to, where was I? Oh yeah, thanks for the information. Really, what do you want to, you know what I want to do? I want to do like a fan appreciation video where I just go through all the different channels subscribe to me and like just watch their videos for like a couple hours. But like I want to go back to like is there a way to filter by oh, I'd have to scroll all the way down to the bottom to see like my very first subscribers. I really want to do that though, just so I can check out their channels because they've been around the longest. This is gonna take me hours though because I got like 8,000 people. I'll do it next time. Let's see. Let's just do this really quick. Let's see the most popular. Whoa, dude, we got somebody with 72 subscribers. Let's check out Stephen Van. Interesting. See, it'd probably be a good idea to outreach these people, wouldn't it? Ask them for a shout out or something, or an interview. I don't know. Let's see, Kevin's Mac. Some gaming channel. Huh. Pretty interesting. All right, well, let's open the floodgates so you guys can come in and cause some chaos. Not you, LOL. NBA highlight from yesterday. Oh, one. FYI, my Facebook name is Pat Manelli. Psychos out there don't need to know my real name. Oh, what's up, Pat? How easy is SEO for local businesses? Depends on, you know, your learning curve. Some businesses are easy. Local businesses are a lot easier to rank than other niches. Hey Chase, I love the vids. Quick question: I've ranked 2 websites for the keywords I was going for. Is this enough to sell myself as an SEO? I've ranked 2 websites for the keywords I was going for. I mean, well, first of all, what are the keywords? And like, was it just the brand name? And then second of all, sorry, I'm trying to get this link. Second of all, I mean, that's the thing is like you're always gonna, I don't know, subject, right? Because you don't want to kill these people's businesses, but at the same time, you don't want to not pursue your passion. So, you know, you got to take chances, but at the same time, like I would try to be upfront with these people, and you know, I don't know. I remember my first clients. I think I told them that I wasn't super skilled, but I would be willing to work on their stuff. Just really, it depends on what you feel comfortable doing. I don't know. I don't know what the correct answer for that would be. All right, here we go. There's the link. Let's release the Krakens. I'm going to put this in the Facebook group now. Join the Hangout now. We are live with 20 people. Well, almost 20 people. Ah! There it is. All right. I need to figure out. Oh, there we go. Trying to figure out my volume. All right, so while we wait, let's just keep answering this stuff. Blue-eyed trouble. I thought your name was about to be blue-eyed turkey. One was a computer repair store which ranks one, thanks to mainly Google reviews and other gaming websites, which was budget PC build. I mean, that's pretty good. I would say, but that's the thing is like, that's for like a national audience, right? So it's harder to rank for like local if you're not familiar with local. So I would try to target, similar niches that you're already ranking stuff for, and then try to help them and show them like, look, you're already ranking for similar things, right? Mercedes says, how many keywords should a local business website contain? So I keep plugging this guide, but I would follow this guide, Mercedes. Goes through pretty much how I was able to rank an iPhone repair site in like about 2 months. Surprised nobody's joined yet. I would think that you guys would be flooding in here right now. Cancel out of that. Well, we can see if we missed any other questions here. I kind of want to create a new Facebook group. What do you guys think? Would you be interested in a different Facebook group? I'm just trying to figure out what you guys want is the thing. I've been doing polls in the Facebook group, and I know a lot of you guys would be interested in a new local tutorial, or sorry, a paid local course, which I've been considering creating. It's just that every time I have to create these local courses or like these new courses, I end up spending a lot of time. Oh, we got somebody. Paid local. What's up? Hello? Oh. Okay, well, I guess I'm just going to keep talking. Anyways, what I was saying is that every time I create these courses, I end up spending a lot of time that I could be spending on other things like creating free videos and that sort of thing, or blog content, because it takes like a month to create a course, at least like a moderately good one. Jonathan, can you hear me, man?
Yes.
What is good?
Not much, man. You can hear me?
Yeah.
Oh, my bad. Sorry, I thought I was on mute that whole time.
Nope.
So it's just you and I right now?
We have an orange square in here as well. Well, actually, no, he just left. So yeah, it's just you and me now. Were you watching the stream this whole time?
Yeah, I was on it.
What do you think?
It's pretty awesome, man. You do great stuff. I enjoy it.
Thanks, dude. What is your biggest concern right now with SEO?
Me personally?
Yeah.
Really, I guess I feel like I'm not keyword stuffing, but it feels like I am. You know what I mean? Like in my descriptions and my page titles, I'm a little worried about that. I feel like
it's like a website I could look at.
I'm actually in the process of building my personal website, but I do have one up. It's LouisianaBowfishingCharter.com. I just created that one.
All right, let's.
I haven't really. All right.
What's the link? Louisiana.
Bowfishingcharter.com. That one shouldn't be so bad. I feel like I played that one kind of smooth. But in my menu, did I put like Louisiana boat fishing too much or boat fishing too much? Should I just have equipment and location instead of
fishing? I thought it was bow fishing. I don't even know why it would be called that.
Let me see. I'm trying to start up my computer. I can send you the link if it would ever come up.
I'm probably spelling Louisiana wrong. See, this is the problem with never going to school. Is it bow fishing or boat fishing?
Bow, like bow and arrow.
Oh, it is bow fishing.
Yeah.
Okay, I got it. So you got this EMD.
I'm probably spelling Louisiana wrong. See, this is the problem with never going to school.
Oh no, Rahul, we have feedback.
You're boat fishing. Oh, like arrow. Oh, it is boat fishing.
Rahul, I just muted you, man, because there's a feedback. It's playing back our stuff. Okay, so
That's actually the wrong one.
okay, I was gonna say because we got some work to do. All right, what is it?
It's shit, dude. Can you see my screen?
Yes.
Look at this. What's going on with my computer? That's kind of scary.
Oh man, you got a virus, dude.
No way.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Yeah. So what you're gonna want to do? Wait, hold on. Can you even get into your computer?
No, every time I click this X, it just comes back to the screen. System restore comes back to this screen.
All right. Well, you're in luck because my first site was reliablecomputerhelp.com.
Nice.
So what you're gonna want to do is you're gonna want to safe boot your computer. So you're gonna restart it, go to F12, and then go to safe boot, and then you're gonna want to download something called Malwarebytes.
Malwarebytes. All right.
All right.
So start it up in safe mode.
Yeah. And while he's doing that, anybody who wants to join and share their websites with any problems or questions you might have about them, I will look at them.
Man, how did I get a virus?
That's pretty brutal, man.
All right, you said what was it again? Malwarebytes?
Yeah. All right. We got Nomad saying cool stuff. Matt says LOL. Matt says YouTube playing at the same time, Raul. Morgan says ha ha ha. Raul says okay. Matt says go buy an iTunes card and run CC Cleaner. Sometimes it's stored web page data. Not sure what we're talking about here. Ash says from SEO to computer repair. Oh, we got a new person. We got Chris on the line. But Chris is muted, unfortunately, which is odd because he has a really nice mic and looks like a green screen in the background. Let's see if I can unmute him or something. Chris, we're trying to save you here, man, but there's nothing I can do.
I've got no internet connection, so that's probably not good.
Oh no. You got to enable the safe boot with networking.
All right, let me just start over.
All right, we got Mercedes saying, how could I help SWATPC.com? What is that? SWAT PC? We're located at, I'm not sure. Oh, so this is like a local. So, well, first of all, you can change their title tag because they're not targeting anything. I would start with that. And then I would run their site through Screaming Frog and find all the errors. Do you teach how to rank YouTube videos? I have a YouTube video for that, actually. Let's see, YouTube, SEO or something. 2017 maybe? Oops, it's 2018. Somewhere around here. Here we go. All right. Morgan says, P.S. Chase, you have disabled links and comments. What? Oh, yeah. I need to fix that. I didn't know you could enable it for visitors. All right, we got another visitor. Except they left, I believe. Rahul, what's going on, man? Good? He says he's currently working on 30daybody.com. Want to rank the site. Can you let me know my mistakes? All right, let's check it out. 30daybody.com. Let's check
Good.
out.
Currently working on
Oh no.
30daybody. Rank the site.
Oh.
Can you let me know?
Okay, I muted you again, man. There was some feedback again. Okay, so we got, looks like a site with some pictures on it. And then go into recipes, hopefully with schema markup. Check it out. You need a fave icon right there, Raul. That is one thing. It's not really going to affect the SEO, but yeah, no recipe markup. So yeah, I mean, there's just like, there's probably a lot of stuff you can do here, man. Especially the homepage, like it's just links. And I don't know, I'm assuming you're trying to rank this for 30-day body, which is probably extremely competitive. Honestly, man, you need like an entire strategy around this thing. Like, because right now you're probably just setting up these pages and then building links to them, which in this day and age, if you're not, you know, the one of the top 1% of black hats in the world, it's gonna be really hard to do. Not as hard to remember my password here. Oh, what is it? Oh, I remember. Yeah, man, so you need like a strategy, dude. Like, this is something where, you know, this is a lot of work. And there isn't like one answer just to like, oh, this is everything you should do for your site. Like, you need like an entire game plan for this thing. I'm trying to get an Ahrefs so I can see the actual site. Okay, well, I don't know my password apparently. Oh, it's because I spelled this wrong. This is my last attempt. If I don't get this, then I'm done. Okay, I'm done. Oh my God, I got it. All right, let's go put it in here. Well, it doesn't look like you're doing a bunch of backlink building. I don't know what these are. Let's check them out. Paleo diet. Huh. Yeah. Unfortunately, I don't have like an easy answer for that one, Raul. Okay, he says it's okay. So, oh, Chris is in the house. What is up, Chris? Oh, that is Chris. Wait a second. See, this is the problem, is your profile pictures look a lot different. Okay, so this was the other, sorry. First of all, I thought I was screen sharing that whole time, so that's really awkward. The next thing is that I didn't know this is the same Chris because he looks a lot different in person.
Yeah, no, I definitely, yeah, it's kind of weird, so.
But the good news is your mic works.
Oh, yeah. Well, and I actually never been on a Google Hangout before, so I don't even know if anybody can hear me. I just, you know, also.
No, we can hear you now, man.
Okay.
Yeah, you're good.
Yeah. Well, anyways, I know that, you know, your time is super valuable. My whole thing is, you know, I definitely, you know, respect you. You're like, you know, a hero to a lot of people like me who do SEO. So my question was kind of based on, and I even like, on Facebook earlier today was, you know, I work full time. You know, for me, it's one of those things. My wife's disabled. You know, I'm like the only sole income kind of person. So I do SEO on the side. I got a few clients, but I still have to work my main job. So my worry is, you know, say I start getting some clients that are calling me and saying, hey, you know, I need some SEO in my city or whatever, but I still have to be at work full time. I can't, you know, you got that 50 switch where, you know, you got to go from, you know, you still got to put food on the table to living your dream. And so my worry is when people call in and I'm not at home, to send them to a voicemail and say, hey, this is Chris. I'm not here right now. I'm probably helping other people succeed online. Please leave me a message. I'll get back to you. Or, you know, if there's a proper way to kind of like, you know, get, you know, not sound amateurish, but still, you know, build up your clients while you're still working another job.
Right. Yeah. And I mean, this is something that I struggled with too, man, is like when I first started, I was working at this SEO agency for about a year. And I remember I was continually listening to motivational speeches every single day at work, like literally in repeat in the background. And the reason why I was doing that is because I knew I wanted to do SEO myself. Actually, at first I thought I wanted to be a motivational speaker, which was, I don't know where that came from, but but I knew that I had more in me than just staying at this 9-to-5 job, and I wanted to pursue my passion. And the biggest problem for me was like knowing that like I'm probably not going to make enough money to be able to support myself. So what I did is I stayed around for about a year, and I made, I don't know, I had like $10,000 saved, which, you know, for me as, you know, 22-year-old was fine because all I had to pay for was like a garage to live in. And that's what I did is I saved up that money and I left, and I just kind of said, okay, well, I'm going to spend as much time as I can trying to, you know, get clients and make this thing work. And if, you know, if it dies, then I'm just going to go back and repeat the process. But one of the things that I did do, which that I didn't do, which I wish I would have done, is I wish I would have spent more time working there, spending time like building authority and learning. But what I mean by that is like, if you're in an industry, like if you're working right now and you have like skills as an SEO, but you don't have enough skills to like go and leave and do your own thing somewhere, I would try to like at least maybe try to get a job doing SEO for a company. So at least you can increase your skills and become really gnarly while you're there, so that, you know, eventually you're going to be able to be good enough to like leave. Because right now, if you're splitting your efforts between two different things, you're going to be diluting the overall value of whatever you're passionate about.
Absolutely. And that's the thing, you know, like for last year, you know, like for example, I did a podcast and I did different things, and I kind of just shut it all down because for me, I'm just like, you know, family comes first. And right now I even do like WordPress tutorial videos for a WordPress theme, a company that makes WordPress themes, because they heard my podcast and they said, hey, we want you to do like voiceovers for us. And it was great. And so like my biggest struggle right now, and I know you're very busy and you got 1,000 other people wanting to talk to you, but you know, when you're first starting this out, you know, one of my biggest things that I'm kind of struggling with is, you know, do you build this kind of fake almost company where it's kind of like, you know, if it's, you know, your agency working there, do you give this illusion that you're bigger than what you are? Or do you do like, you know, you do with your SEO videos and stuff? Do you just say, hey, look, I'm the product, take it or leave it?
Right. So, I mean, it depends on what you're targeting. And honestly, like, no matter what, if you don't have the free time to start like building some sort of asset, you're gonna suffer, because you need something to fall back on in this industry. And it doesn't really matter if you say you're the best or, you know, whatever, because there's so many people saying that stuff, and it's so easy to like be like everybody else who's, you know, just selling. The real thing that's really going to make you separate you from other people is how can you start providing value and some sort of and start generating some sort of following and funnel that following into assets that you control. So an example of this is like what I do with Facebook. So I funnel everybody in my Facebook group because I know I can go in there and I can start asking people for reviews. And now I have 145 5-star reviews, which makes it really, really difficult for people to say no to what I'm selling them. So I actually have a really high conversion rate because of the authority that I've been able to generate. And to be honest, I was talking to this to one of my employees today. I was saying, hey, look, you know, there's a lot of people who go on camera or on YouTube or write blogs and have absolutely no idea what they're talking about. They're just regurgitating information, but they're making a lot of money because people don't necessarily care if the information is, you know, not 100% like expert advice. What they care about is, can you teach them in a way that they like to learn it and understand it? And can you provide them value? And if you can provide them value for free, you end up being able to leverage these people in ways that is insane, like review generation, link building, all this stuff. So if I were you, I would spend a lot of time trying to build authority in some sort of niche. And that's the cool thing, is you can become hyper specific with what you're targeting, where there might not be anybody else who's really that good at that one subject. And then people, even like me, would end up hiring you. Like if I had somebody, you know, on the line that's like extremely good with schema markup, that's all they do, I would probably end up hiring them to go and mark up my clients' websites. Like I know schema markup pretty well, but that's like an asset where if you're so skilled at it, and like, for instance, I don't know anything about cooking websites or something, people will pay you a lot of money to fix that stuff. So in my opinion, it's about figuring out, what are you targeting, who's your audience, and then try to start building content for that audience, and then figure out what's your lowest barrier to entry in terms of if you're going to be selling something to somebody, you don't want to just straight sell to them like most of these people. You want to actually bring them in with free stuff, and then you want to be able to remarket them your lowest barrier to entry, which is whatever your lowest offer is, maybe a roadmap, whatever it is. That's what I do. And then you end up selling to them at a way higher rate because they've seen your stuff 5 or 6 times, which is psychology.
Absolutely. And that's the thing with me. Like, so during the day, like I work construction. And so all the clients that I have so far are all in the construction industry. And so like, since I do the work and then, at home, I'm burning both ends of the candle, and I'm doing SEO and building websites and doing things for clients, construction clients, and it kind of works out. So I definitely get it. And again, big fan. And, you talked about being, a motivational speaker, and that's what actually turned me on to you at the beginning, because I've watched so many of your videos, and that's like, for me, like, I'm into Tony Robbins and Wayne Dyer and all these kind of people. So that's definitely something that, you might be really good at. So I definitely appreciate your time for sure.
Yeah, no problem. And actually, that's kind of what happened is I started out thinking, hey, look, I want to be a motivational speaker, but I realized like, hey, I'm actually motivating people in this industry because these people, a lot of people are passionate about SEO, but, they don't know where to go because there's so many people out there saying, hey, look, you can live this dream as long as you just build these links to your site, or if you buy my course and that kind of thing. And really, what it's about is understanding that you can be good at pretty much anything, but it's about putting in the work, and learning how to get really good at something. And honestly, like a lot of my time just went in to me, laying on a bed, reading hours and hours and hours of SEO articles for days.
Mm-hmm.
Anyways.
Well, that's the thing I think you do for us. I mean, there's people that you don't even talk to that you inspire every day with your videos, that, you're creating people's worlds just by you doing your videos and stuff. So, I mean, like you said, you're definitely motivating people in ways that you'll probably never know,
Yeah, it's so cool. I get these comments. I just had a comment earlier on YouTube, and somebody was saying I'm like a 15-year-old kid. My parents don't understand that I really want to get into this stuff, and I don't like school. And it's so funny because I was in the exact same position. I hated school. I never went. I dropped out of high school and I got my GED, and I was completely directionless with my life. I went to college, but the only classes I liked were computer science classes. And, it's just so cool to see like people be able to pick this up at an early age and realize like how, the things that are possible. Like you can start being an expert in this field. If you start spending like 4 or 5, solid months just learning one subject around this field, you could become like one of the top schema experts in the world. It's crazy. And that's the other thing though about this industry is a lot of the times people, oh man, I forgot what I was going to say. Oh well.
Well, in your opinion, and again, I'm not trying to, make this a you and me conversation kind of thing, but, so like I bought domain names and I get things like that. So for a while, I wanted to be like the DIY kind of guy. I wanted to be, where I teach, people that are like me that, maybe are at home and they're wanting to improve their own business, but, a mom blogger, a dad blogger, or somebody who, is looking to, improve their life, but they can't afford to pay the high rates of SEO. And it's no disrespect to you or anybody else in the industry. Just sometimes people are like, dude, I can't spend $500 extra a month. I mean, I'm trying to make $100 to make a difference for my kids or things like that. But in your opinion, is it something where is DIY SEO even a big thing? Or is it more of people are just more willing to pay somebody to do it for them?
Well, I think it's a little bit of both. I think that's kind of why my value ladder works is because, people come in to, do the DIY stuff, but then they end up realizing that a lot of this stuff they'd rather just, hire somebody for. But I don't think there's anything wrong with lower paying retainer clients because, for instance, I had, I think, 6 or 7 clients at like $500 to $1,000 per month. I even had one that was like $300. And I was comfortably making like 6 to 7 grand, somewhere around that a month, plus the audits I did at the age of 22. And for me, like, that's pretty decent. That's like 100,000 a year or something. So, it just really depends on what you're looking to do. The problem with starting like an agency model, which is what I'm doing, and I didn't even realize how gnarly this would be, is that anytime you scale something, you try to do something, there's a lot that goes into it that you don't even realize. Like all of the overhead for like, paying for all the tools that you're going to need, in terms of like, time management and being able to track all of your different clients and, be able to manage your workers. And then of course, all the time that goes into teaching your workers and all this stuff. It's like, it starts to become not even SEO anymore. It just starts to become like running a business. And the crazy thing is like, once you get to that point, you realize that this can pretty much be replicated with anything. It doesn't have to be SEO. It can be Facebook. It can be anything. And really what it's about is streamlining the process and figuring out how can you productize your services. Because a lot of the time, what ends up happening is if you're not going to do the SEO or you're not going to do the Facebook ads or whatever it is, somebody else needs to do it. And if you're not able to track how long it takes for people to do that stuff, and you can't give like exact estimates around that, what ends up happening is you get a lot of like chaos, because you'll end up getting all these clients where you don't know how long it's going to take to be able to get all this stuff implemented because you're not doing it anymore, and you lose the control in that area. And there's just complete chaos that goes on. So the thing that you have to realize is that there's always going to be a next step up, and there's always going to be something else that you can achieve in this industry, especially this industry, because there's always something you can do and there's always something you can get better at. But what it's really about is figuring out, okay, how can I provide something that's really quality and it's really helping these people, but at the same time not completely destroy my life because I'm spending all these hours either trying to do the work myself or manage other people to do it for you.
Do you ever find that are you trying to be like everything to everybody? So, or like yourself, are you doing like web design and SEO and Facebook and social media and internet marketing, all these things? Or do you just try to specialize in a couple things and not worry about the rest of it?
Well, I'd like to be able to specialize in, all these different categories, but the problem is that the more you start to migrate away from your main sort of service, the more you sort of dilute the value of it. And the reason why that happens is because of the chaos that goes around it. So say, for instance, we had one web design client, one ClickFunnels client where we're just doing ads and funnels for them, two clients that are doing local SEO, and one's doing national SEO. So, from the standpoint of like, okay, this is my business, I'm just working by myself, I can get this stuff done, pretty manageable. All I have to do is just keep track of what I'm doing. Now, when you're working with tons of other people, there's tons of cross-checking that has to happen in order to make sure that these clients are getting what they're paying for. And so to answer your question in more of a short way, it's not, in my opinion, wise to try to sell everything just because you can get leads for web design just by doing SEO, or you can start doing Facebook ads just by, upgrading your client's package. But the problem is that you end up losing your main focus. And it kind of goes back to like the McDonald's method on things. Is ideally you want to have one person laying down the patty, one person laying down the bun, one person laying down the lettuce, that sort of thing. And then at the end of the day, okay, it costs approximately this much to create the burger. It takes this much time. And we know at the end of the day, the customers got what they ordered, right? It may be a crappy McDonald's, but we know that's what they came for. Good conversation though, Chris. I'm glad you're asking those questions. I love talking about this stuff because it's actually what I'm going through right now, and it's pretty crazy. It's actually it's been really, really hard to not internalize the stress and the like sort of all of the chaos I'm talking about.
Well, that's what's nice about you is that, and that's why I think that, you put things in a real world perspective. That's why even in the chat, I was asking you, you do these hangouts and stuff with Josh and these other people. And, you know, I mean, you're getting that respect, you know, moving up and stuff. And it's one of those things where, you know, I'm sure you're going to have haters out there. They're like, you know, why is this person saying to do this? You know, everybody has their own theories of SEO and different things like that. And so it's kind of a scary thing. And it's like, if you have a thin shell on you where anytime somebody says something to you, you know, you're going to like just start crying and get upset. I mean, obviously you got to have a thick skin in this industry, but you know, the thing that's nice about you is for somebody like me who also does, I mean, very like one man SEO kind of stuff, you kind of give people the perspective, just like, hey, you know, you're somebody who has been through the trenches. You know, you've been where we are, like struggling. Okay, like, okay, I got to spend so much time with family and so much time on this and so much and that and the other. And I'm in the same boat. You know, for me, when I started out, you know, I mean, I dropped out of high school, things like that. I went back to college and stuff like that. But it's one of those things where it's like, you know, family came first. And so for me, you know, like I work. And what's nice about SEO for me, I think it's like a chess game. You know, it's always a strategy because, you know, if you're doing, you know, Santa Barbara SEO, whatever, and somebody else is also in your town doing it, it's like a chess game back and forth. And, you know, of course you might obviously beat them because you have a lot more industry experience, but, you know, I mean, you put things realistic and a lot of it too. I mean, not being all weird, but you're young too. I mean, you hear like Rand Fishkin and other people talk and stuff, and they've been in the industry so long. And I mean, I've emailed him and talked to him, super cool. But it's one of those things where they've been around the block. And so for me, like, you know, somebody like yourself is kind of somebody who we all can relate to. And so when you post like somebody saying something negative, we can get that and be like, oh man, that sucks that he's going through that. But at the same time, you know, if you're having struggles, the struggles are what makes people like you more, because it makes it that you're real. I mean, it makes it that you're not like, you know, bulletproof. I mean, sometimes things are going to happen, and when you fail, it makes you, you know, more realistic. So we definitely appreciate it.
Thanks, man. Yeah, I mean, and honestly, just welcome to Kyle, by the way. Welcome. Kyle's one of my oldest.
My microphone's working this time.
But anyways, that's one of the things where when I first started, Chris, I used to take the negative comments really, really hard. And it was funny because all I wanted to do was help people. And I would just get such negative feedback. I'd be working like 10 or 15 hours a day on videos. And it's funny because the more you get these negative comments, the more you stop taking them as personally, and you realize that there's always going to be people who don't like you. And I don't think the point of putting yourself out there is to have everybody to like you. I think the point of putting yourself out there is realizing that there's always going to be somebody you can help and inspire, and you know, somebody who's going to be able to relate to you and get value from you. And so that's why I the one real negative side of the SEO industry that I don't like is that everybody positions themselves as experts, which is kind of goes back to what you were talking about, is do I need to make myself just this expert guy? And I really don't think you need to. I think what you need to do is realize that, look, as long as you're helping people and you're really, you know, actually providing value, and sometimes it's hard to provide value, especially if you got like 50 clients, or maybe perhaps one of the clients, it just isn't working out. I mean, SEO doesn't work for, you know, some clients, maybe because you're not getting the, you know, enough content, or, you know, there's could be a ton of things. But it's about, you know, realizing, hey, look, you know, you're doing the best you can. You got to take your hits and realize that they're just part of the game. And I actually take it as a compliment now when people, like, I remember the other day I got I think I talked about this earlier. I got feedback from Alan Blywace, who's like literally one of the best SEO auditors in the world. And I always send him messages on Facebook and stuff about, you know, how great he is. And I remember it was like a week ago, he basically told me that everything I do is based off of just trying to make money off of people. And I sell SEO, like I'm like a Ty Lopez or an Alex Becker. And it was funny because normally I would take that sort of thing personally, but I didn't, because I look at it like, look, not everybody understands, you know, your point of view on things. And just because other people don't understand your point of view, or they don't think the same way you do or anything like that, doesn't mean you should just give up on your dream and stop trying to do what you want to do. Anyways, all right, Kyle, what's up, dude? What's the news with you?
Oh, not much. I'm trying to get my bloody microphone working.
Works
Can you hear
fine.
me?
Yeah.
Ah, sweet. Awesome. That's great. Yeah. So just been working towards starting my own SEO work as well. So thanks to you.
Right on. How's that going? What are you doing there?
Basically just doing it myself at the moment. Trying to rank a few clients' websites, starting to see some results as well, which has been pretty good.
Are these like local clients? What are some of the
Yeah,
struggles?
just local clients for in New Zealand where I am.
Tell us some of the struggles you're experiencing in the SEO industry.
Well, we actually had a bit of trouble ranking the photography website.
Okay.
Yeah, so I've noticed a lot of the people on the front page as mostly image-based websites with not a lot of content text, and yeah, no matter what we seem to do, I mean, it's still creeping up, but doesn't seem to be making much of a difference.
Okay. And have you been targeting like the map pack too? Like, is it not ranking there?
Yeah, we've been trying to add the keywords to the like the brand name and Google My Business and all that sort of thing.
Yeah, be careful with that because you can actually end up getting a penalty or get it removed.
Yeah.
And you're not even in the top 3 at the moment?
No, we took it so long to even show up.
How many reviews do you have?
Let me check. I think we've only got about 8. I'm not too sure. But
What does the top competitor have?
Round about the same, I think.
About the same? Yeah, so, and you optimize the Google My Business with pictures and correct file URLs and everything?
Yeah, as far as I know.
Yeah, so you're going to want to make sure that you did do that and get the images of the location if you have it, with services, all that kind of good stuff. I'm hoping you're doing like a bunch of service pages with internal linking throughout the website.
Yeah, we're working on that now.
Okay, yeah, that's going to help. You schemaed the site yet?
Partially.
Partially.
I'm still learning.
Markup at least, hopefully.
Local business, yes, I believe so.
Okay, yeah, because I think you can do photography markup as well.
Yeah.
I would try to streamline your review strategy. I talk about it. I don't know if you saw the article I made for the iPhone repair, but
yeah, a while back, yeah.
Yeah, so I talk about like kind of how I do it, and you can actually you can get a huge boost in rankings I've found from like going up to like 40 or 50 reviews on Google. And it sounds crazy, but honestly, like this is one of those gray areas, but I've actually been able to get like 70 reviews for a client in like under a couple months just from messaging their Facebook friends. I just asked for their login and sent their friends the Facebook link. I haven't had any problems with that so far, but that's one of those things where it's like you get your citations correct, or you get your citations running. Hopefully you have around 60 to 90 of those.
Yeah, we've got around 30. We're building it up. The main problem was he wasn't too keen on putting in his address, so we're trying to have to do it as like a service area.
Yeah, I mean, you should still try to list the NAP somewhere, like on local indexing sites, because nobody's really going to see those.
Yeah.
And then I would try to I would build out those citations. I use something called Citation Builder Pro.
I've been using Bright Local.
Bright Local, yeah, because that's really expensive. These guys do it for like $60. I usually never tell people on YouTube because I'm supposed to charge for this, but I'm just gonna say it. So yeah, build out your citations with that.
Yeah.
And then what I would do is if you're not running Moz Local, I'd run Moz Local. I'd streamline the review.
Trouble with Moz for New Zealand.
Really? I mean, it seems like they fixed it now that you just have to plug in your Google My Business.
Okay.
And then, whoa, I just zoomed in on Chris's comment. I can't see anything. What is going on? Oh, there we go. And then the next thing I would do is make sure you're responding to the reviews.
Yeah, we're definitely doing that.
And
I
then
just checked out, we got 12, not 8. And we're the top ones.
And then I would start, I'd start like competitive link building with like Ahrefs or Backlink Watch. And basically what you do is you just plug in your competitors and then you see what, easy links you can grab from what they have.
Yeah, sure.
And then I would,
8 listings.
Yeah. And then I'd set up like a buffer queue and start pushing social signals. It's only like $10 a month for Buffer.
Yeah, sure.
And then
We've actually got a Facebook page with about 15,000 people on it that he does the photos for. So we get a lot of social signals coming from that, which has been great.
nice. Yeah, because apparently Google Plus is somewhat helpful to be posting on for SEO
Yeah, I've been
purposes.
reading about that. Yeah.
And so yeah, I would try to work on that stuff. It sounds like you kind of got it under control. I was just trying to maybe add
Cover
a couple nuggets in there, hopefully.
Yeah. No, that's great. Yeah, basically just got to keep at it. And
Are you continually publishing content on the site?
Yeah, he recently just did I think it was about a 4,000 word article.
Nice.
So I've been pushing him to do all that. So it's been pretty good.
Kyle, it sounds like you've been watching my tutorials, man.
Definitely have been. Yeah.
Right
yeah, I
on.
learned a lot from it. It's great.
Nice.
Yeah. But yeah, aside from that, just been trying to rank my own guitar teaching site. Managed to get that #1, which is good. And then now I'm building it out for other instruments.
Chris, sorry, Kyle, it sounds like you're starting to break up a little.
Oh, is it? Let me try one thing.
Well, it is sort of dying down anyways. Maybe I should end it here. Kyle, if you're talking, I can't hear you, man. All right, well, I'm going to end it. I think this is a good one. I appreciate you guys for joining and for all the support and everything. I'll probably be doing another one of these in the near future, so if you guys want to join it, I'm really liking these Google Hangouts. And yeah.
Cool. All right, thanks.